Dow's Weekly Digest. Edward Dow Bartling here, and I hope that the time we spend together becomes a habit for you. And we go together like hot chocolate and marshmallows. Our theme for today is, what are the odds? What are the odds that you're going to be listening right now to a person's, and his name's Dow? How many Dows do you know? What does the name Dow even mean? It's an Irish name, and it means dark hair. What are the odds a Panamanian with an Irish name? On to a little rocking chair wisdom. Here's a true story of a person and his family that I have known for many years. You see, Prairie and Gretchen were traveling with their family in the family car. Now, Prairie and Gretchen had one girl and twin boys. And the usual question came up. Are we there yet? Now, Prairie was ready for this question. As Gretchen was driving, you see, Prairie brought along a Rubik's Cube. He unwrapped it and mixed it up and handed it back seat and said, one of you each get a chance, and if you get it, there'll be a special gift for you. A question came up right away. Well, what if we all get it? And Prairie answered, great, you all will get a gift. So each one had their turn, and to no avail, they were not successful in solving Rubik's Cube. After hearing, well, this could never be solved, Prairie said, hand it back up here. I want you together to count to 30 as I try to solve Rubik's Cube. Lo and behold, within 30 seconds, Prairie showed them the Rubik's Cube and all the colors were facing the proper way. Prairie then said, if I can solve it, you can solve it. After they sat there a while, he handed them the Rubik's Cube, which was mixed up, and encouraged them to try again. After 30 minutes has elapsed, no one was successful, and they again made the comment, this could never be solved. Prairie was handed it up again and told them to count to 30. You guessed it. What are the odds? But within 30 seconds, Prairie showed them a Rubik's Cube with all the positions in the way it should be. What are the odds? What are the odds? You know, they say only 5% of the population can solve the Rubik's Cube, and it takes an average of 4 hours to solve it. Yet Prairie did it in 30 seconds. What are the odds? It was only when they arrived at the final destination that Prairie showed them how he could beat the odds. You see, Prairie had 2 Rubik's Cubes. One he handed back to the kids. The other one was positioned perfectly. And when they handed up theirs to him, after 30 seconds, it was the perfect one that he showed them. You see, Prairie positioned himself so the odds were in his favor. And what does the Bible, the Book of Wisdom, say about odds? Or maybe another way to say it, what are the chances? Well, let's go to the Old Testament, the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 33. The lot is cast into the lap, but its every decision is from the Lord. New Testament, let's look at Luke, chapter 12, verses 6 and 7. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies, and not one of them is forgotten before God? While even the hairs on your head are numbered. Fear not, you are more value than many sparrows. The all-knowing God, what are the odds? For most people, the odds of becoming disabled are as great as a risk of several other things, like a car accident, identity theft, or an IRS audit. However, many people dramatically underestimate their odds of experiencing a sickness or illness. that would interrupt their ability to earn their income for their family. It pays to know the odds. 1 in 160 are the odds of an IRS audit, or 1 in 15 of being a victim of identity theft, 1 in 5 of being involved in an accident, and 1 in 4 of a 20-year-old becoming disabled before reaching the age of 67. Odds are disability income insurance is one of the most important types of insurance your clients can buy. Disability insurance might be painful to talk about, but we here at Financial Markets are here to help you clear up the confusion that your clients may have. We have the resources to help you answer some of the common questions that you may encounter, such as, don't I get disability insurance from the government? Wait, there are 2 types of disability insurance? So how much disability insurance do I need? What's the point of having 2 types of disability insurance? The resources to help answer these questions and others can be found at the Financial Markets website, fmiAgent.com. Clicking on to Agent Tools. Under the column of Sales and Marketing column, I'm going to click on to Products. The premier disability carrier that I'm thinking of is MassMutual. When it opens up, click on to Disability Income Business. Under this parameter, I see 2 types of policies. Business overhead expense, which is designed for small business owners actively engaged in their business on a full-time basis. The purpose of the policy is to reimburse the business owner for overhead expenses while they are disabled in order to keep the business operating. Scrolling down, I see product resources. Then, looking a little further down, I see Business Overhead Expense Producer's Guide, which goes into detail on this policy. Be sure to go over this with your internal wholesaler. The other policy I see is Disability Buy-Sell. This policy is designed for small business owners to provide funds for the purchase of the insured's share of ownership in the business in the event that he or she is totally disabled. It helps fulfill the buy-sell agreement they have in place. The policy is primarily designed for partnerships and professional corporations, comprised of maybe 7 or fewer principals. Again, I can move down to Product Resource, look on down, and I see the Disability Buy-Sell Producer Guide. With you providing these policies to your clients, you are putting the odds for them and their families in their favor. Remember, your personal internal wholesaler is here to help you beat the odds. Now I want to go back to the top where the tab Products appears, and I'm going to click on to Disability Income Personal. I see a personal disability policy with the name of Radius Choice. Now this provides comprehensive benefits that are a wide variety of optional riders that make it ideal for the highly compensated professional. With its 12 riders, yes 12, this policy provides you with the ability to customize the policy to each of your client's needs. Moving down to the Product Resources tab, I also see the Radius Choice Producer's Guide, which goes into detail not only on the base policy, but also those 12 riders. The next disability personal policy available with MassMutual, now this is fairly unique. Not many carriers have this type of policy. The Retired Guard will provide benefits to help cover the amount that would have been contributed to a defined contribution plan. Example, 401k or an IRA, if the insured had not been disabled. The monthly benefit amount may include both the employee's as well as the employer's contribution. Folks, when your client says, well, I think I have enough disability coverage under my employer's group plan, ask them this question. Does your employer's group plan allow you for mobility? If you leave, can you take the disability plan with you in its entirety? And, oh, by the way, does your employer's disability plan cover your and their contribution being made to your defined contribution plan, such as your 401k? This is a door opener, showing to them that you need to do a review of their disability coverage. Do a deeper dive into this product, go down to Product Resources, and then click on to Retired Guard Producer Guide, and then go over it with your internal wholesaler. I would now like to show you a video produced by MassMutual.
What made me fall in love with him was his personality. He was very jovial and happy, and I wasn't so much that way at that stage in my life. He was very encouraging, telling me you can do anything you want to do. As an athlete, he was incredible. His sophomore year in high school, he won the 800 meters in the state championship, had a lot of success in his running career. He had told me that he felt like something was going wrong, but he couldn't figure out what it was. So he decided to go to a neurologist. We went in his office and he explained to us that he'd ruled everything else out. And he said, "You have Parkinson's disease." And we went onto the parking lot and Scott cried. I'm sorry. For the first time I'd ever seen him be that sad. But you know what? He's never cried a day since then. Scott, when he comes home from work, is completely and totally wiped out. So he's working so much harder to just be able to keep up. Seeing him not be able to do the everyday things is really hard, and it makes you wonder, like, what is life gonna be? Having the whole family together is the most important thing. My kids have been my life. I had 3 people that I took care of. As the other 2 have gone, and I thought, okay, this is going to be less for me. In some ways, it's changing and becoming more for me because now I have Scott to help take care of. Knowing that he had disability insurance, from my standpoint, is a piece of security that I don't even know really how to express to you how much that means to us and to our whole family. If you did not have disability insurance, it would change the entire picture of your illness. We would probably have to downgrade a lot. It would be different for our children because the medications are extremely important and they are extremely expensive. In the future, when he takes disability, the disability insurance is what will help us maintain his quality of life. The thing that's probably surprised me the most would be the change, just the change in what you thought would be and what you know won't be. So I'm just hoping and praying for good days.
After watching this video, did you ask yourself a question? Who should I be calling on to ask them? What are the odds? Did you ask yourself another question? Do I have my defined contribution plan, be it a 401k or an IRA, covered so that the odds are in my favor? Remember, folks, blessed are they who ease the pain of misfortune, which could be disability, for they shall be called insurance agents. And GP for you. GP for you. God's plan for you. They're great. So you take care.